Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager Challenge Mode. Another race where I'm expecting a rough result, and we've had a few of them recently. Form just seems to have gone out the window a little bit. Our car is going backwards in terms of performance compared to the rest of the field, at least in terms of straight line speed, which does not help. And our drivers are just making a lot of mistakes at the moment. They're superb in the first half of the season, and the second half of the season, not so much. I'm not expecting us to do well here. I think we're going to struggle to get Freddie into into Q3, and I think we're going to struggle to get a strong result out of this Grand Prix. We're going to be aiming for getting both cars in the points, I think, is our target for today. Don't think we've got the pace to challenge for a podium. Certainly don't think we've got the pace to challenge for the win. So let's make the best of it and see what we can do. It is going to be a wet race, which is going to make things even harder because our drivers are going to make a lot of mistakes and they're going to be very erratic with their pace in the wet weather as well. Evening, Mr. Water, good to see you. Let's get these missing parts fitted onto the new car. So there we go, we've got some spare chassis now. Let's get that reinstalled. There we go. We need to check out the powertrain damage as well, don't we? So yeah, we did lose a chunk of performance off that engine, which is what I was expecting. What about the ERS module? Looks like we lost a little bit of performance, not too bad on that one. And gearbox. Gearbox is okay. I mean, we've still got a couple of spares, so I'm not too worried about the gearbox situation for Freddie. Right. Do we have any last minute points to allocate out before we go into the Grand Prix? No, we don't. Nothing here either. So let's set our targets for today. Reach Q3 with 2 cars. And yeah, it's not going to happen, I don't think. 1 car in Q3 maybe, not both. Number of drivers, 2 in the top 12. That's how how little confidence I have in a result here. Finish position 2 in the top 14. We should be able to achieve that. Fastest lap, maybe. Depends. Yeah, I'm going to go no on that one. I just don't feel confident on that one. Quali streak, we're going to play this a little bit safe. For the remaining races, we're going to go 2 in the top 14 for the last 5 races. And just to make sure we can get a bit of extra cash, it'll help us at the start of next season to have a nice healthy bank balance. Evening, Anthony. Right, targets are set. The car has been rebuilt. Let's head to Suzuka.
Konnichiwa from the Suzuka circuit in Japan. This unique track is a favourite home for motorsports, and it welcomes us back this weekend. Get ready for exhilaration and speed with the Japanese Grand Prix. Drivers will battle it out this weekend on the snaking turns of Suzuka, the only figure-of-8 track in Formula One. High-speed downforce will be the name of the game here, if teams want to secure a place on that podium. With the season nearly concluded, time is running out for the team. Can anyone make a last-minute breakthrough? Can the leading drivers hold on? Only time will tell. Let the weekend begin!
So there's our weather forecast for the weekend. We've got rain affecting practice today, and then rain affecting the race on Sunday. Hopefully that's only going to be little patches of rain and not a heavy or a lot of rain across the whole race. It's just going to be small periods. We shall see. Let's start off as we always do by sorting out the car parts. So, practice engine. This engine has now become a practice engine, and we'll throw that one on there. ERS modules do still have some other modules to use as practice modules. There we go. And gearboxes, that's now a practice gearbox, as is that one. Right, run plan for Suzuka is 17 laps. And let's have a look at the sliders. Let's go 7.5, 12.5, 4.6, 3.5 and 0. And as for Felipe, let's do his run plan first. I'm going to go with the same setup: 7.5, 12.5, 4.6, 3.5 and a 0. And we'll see how we get on with that. Right. Evening, Farah. Oh, Mr. Watter's a Man U fan. Mr. Watter might be about to lose his blue check mark here. You have my sympathies, Anthony. All right. Let's hope for a nice drama-free practice session. Oh, I should have put the hards on. I'll do that for the second stint. I don't see any reserves in the driver lineups. Everyone looks to be first team driver.
Oh, there's a spin!
So Ocon's had a spin, someone's had a crash.
Yellow exit of 6.
There's Magnussen.
We can take a look now. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here.
And that's going to be the first of many lockups at this corner this
They've
weekend.
lost control, and there's the crash.
Not just for Kevin, but for everybody. I'm expecting us to end up there at some point.
What's your thoughts on coming in or doing any
Ooh,
more.
68%. That's not good. It says good, but that's not good. That's bad. It's not much better for Felipe either. Oof. Right. Let's call him in.
Relay.
All okay? Is technical.
We got some work to do. Before I forget, let's swap those tyres over so we can get the hards out of the way. Oh, wow. Straights are bad. Very bad. Am I going to have to go 13 and a half? I think I might. Surely it's not 11 and a half. I've only got 3 setups in my book, and they're 12 and a half and a 13. 2 12 and a halves and a 13. So either way, this is going to be a setup that I've never ever had before. Right, let me have a look at Freddie's car. Oh, he's bad as well. Okay, so at least I know it can't be an 11.5. Well, I say it can't be. It can't be on this car anyway, so it's got to be a 13.5, which means it's probably going to be a 13.5 on the other car as well. Let's go with the 6.4 roll bar. Let's go with a 7 front wing. Alright, there we go. I think that is what we're going to go with. 7, 13, 5, 6, 4, 3.5 and a 0. So let's retroactively make those changes here. And yeah, that looks like that'll work on here as well. Evening, Marcel. Oh, what? I changed Felipe's tyres. Oh, I've got to leave them out on those now. Otherwise I'm going to use up too many sets of tyres. Alright, so fingers crossed we're going to get 100% on both of these setups after those changes. We made significant changes to the pair of them. And that would be a huge jump as well, to go from like 60-something% to 100%. 68 to 100 in one go would be awesome. No, there we go. There's our first lock up at that corner. I was expecting that. Kept it out the barrier, which is good.
And that's the lock-up! We've just had a car run wide.
Right, feedback any moment.
Did somebody
Boom!
spin out there?
100%. Beautiful. So it should be the same for Felipe. Excellent stuff. Oh, that's made me so much happier.
What do you think?
Because with the wet weather coming, it messes up your runs. So to get that out of the way now in this first session, that's awesome. So I'm going to add this to the book. So we've got a 7.0. Pen doesn't work. Go. 13.5. A64. And a 0. There we go.
The checkered flag is now out.
So we're going to get rain in the second session then. Just make sure, even though they won't last for very long before the inters come out, we make sure we put Felipe on those hard tyres this session. What do I want to do for a run? Let's go 25 laps. In fact, actually, because he had that lock up, let's give him an extra few laps. All right.
Radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
There we go. Right. How long till the rain? No, not long. It's going to interfere with this run in a big way. Oh, we've got a crash already. I think that's one of the Haas at the hairpin. It is. It's Magnussen.
Now just focus on the
So that's 2 sessions in a row. Magnussen has locked up and gone into the barrier here.
Dear me, I won't have been expecting that.
So this is going to increase the likelihood of a safety car and a retirement at that corner.
Someone spun out.
We are expecting rain pretty soon.
Copy.
Russell and Hamilton topping the times at the moment. Here comes the wet weather.
to the pit.
Yep. So use pit limiter, pit limiter.
Right, so set of inters. A slap on the wrist for Farah for jinxing us already. We haven't even started qualifying yet and already we're screwed. There we go. Out goes Freddie, and Felipe's on track as well. These guys are going to run till pretty much the end of the session now, unless I call them in early. Just get them some time on track. We're going to get a few big spurts of rain. Again, we can use the rain situation here to try and predict, because I mean our weather centre is not 100%, but it's up there. It's 80% at the moment. We can use this to try and predict when what sort of water level we're going to get when the blue line spikes. So this will help us in the race. In theory, it's not always that straightforward, unfortunately.
Car in the wall.
Okay, copy.
Yellow exit of 6. Yellow exit of 6.
Yeah, copy.
Let's take a closer look. Now, just watch the Mercedes here.
Okay. That's another driver into the wall at turn 11.
Very wrong there.
George Russell this time.
Oh, did someone run wide there?
I remember Suzuka being a bit cruel to us last season. I'm expecting more of the same this year.
That sounds like someone's gone wide there.
Little running wide at Spoon for Vesti. So this is a situation where we would have to go full wets in the race. We would just be losing so much time for this many laps. Alright, let's call Freddie in. And there we go, session is done. And once again, the Mercedes are looking quick. Okay, so final practice, it's going to be dry. We're going to go on the mediums. We're going to go for 20 laps.
Radio check.
And let's see what happens.
Radio check.
It's green now.
Well, someone's crashed.
We've had a crash.
It's Magnussen again. That's every session so far this weekend. He's gone off at the hairpin.
And that's an off, and a big off.
He just needs to do that in practice in the race, and he's done it in every single session. Sorry, in qualifying in the race. But yeah, practice 1 he did that, practice 2 he's done it, now he's done it in practice 3 as well.
I think someone's run wide. Sounds like we've had a spin.
Just Kevin doing Kevin things. Oh, another crash.
There's been a crash.
Zhou has
Let's
gone
take a
into the
look at
wall
the
this
replay.
time.
Now we see the Williams here. Oh, a nasty crash there.
I tell you what, the Marshals are going to get loads of souvenirs. Yeah, bits of front wing to take home and mount on their wall. And there we go, our drivers are done for the weekend when it comes to practice, so we just need to qualify and survive the race.
There's been a crash. Sounds like a single car. We can take a look now. Now watch this.
And now
Here's the
Albon
moments involving Albon.
goes into the wall. It's just, yeah, it's the place to be this weekend.
Thank goodness nobody else was involved. That was a big crash.
Good to see our drivers resisted peer pressure.
Oh, we've had a spin.
Seeing a bit of pace from Verstappen at last. And I think we're done. No more crashes.
Good session.
So let's have a look at the penalty situation going into the next the next session. Gasly has a penalty. Albon has a penalty. How Magnussen doesn't have a penalty for new parts, I do not know. He's done so few laps this entire weekend so far. Right, qualifying time. Let's put in the good stuff. I've got a choice of engines. I can go with a 91 or I can go with a 75. Should probably go with a 91. No, it's a wet race, isn't it? Let's go with a 75. Let's go with an 84 here. I've still got a good engine there. ERS module, we'll go with the 69 and the 83. Let's throw in a new gearbox and we'll go with the 69 there. Okay, we are ready to go qualifying.
Radio check. Radio check.
Right, got a basic time on the board. I think Djokovic got held up a little bit by Hamilton in the first sector, but a spin for Norris at turn 11.
Now just take a look at the McLaren. And yes, that's where they spin out.
We actually look quick, if that's a realistic time for Verstappen there. Where's that pace suddenly come from? I mean, I know we're good in the corners. It looks like we've actually got some pace. A lot of drivers going out and they're not going to get the chance to improve. Perez has just gone out as the flag's already dropped, so he's not even going to get the chance to complete his warm-up lap. Hamilton's out in Q1. I can hear the whooping and the cheering from here. Ocon's out as well, and Norris. What a strange qualifying session. Just drivers leaving it too late to go back out again. So yeah, Norris out, the two Williams are out, no surprise there, but Hamilton's out and Ocon's out. Bottas almost eliminated as well. Sainz is down the order. Leclerc did take provisional pole, and we beat out both the Red Bulls. Russell down in 10th. Are we potentially looking at a decent result here? I mean, it's a wet race. I'm not going to get too excited because our pace is going to fluctuate massively during the race based on how wet the track is, but that's encouraging.
Radio check. Radio check.
Alright, Vettel's going to try and stick to the back of Vesti like glue. Ah, Perez getting in the way a little bit. .128.1. Perez, I think, got a bit of traffic on his run. Verstappen is out and is still slower than Felipe. Here comes Leclerc and Sainz. So Leclerc starts his hot lap. And he's only 1/10 faster than us, and let's see what Sainz does. Sainz a little bit faster than Vesti, but I think Vesti had some traffic coming out of the pits. And again, look, everyone's going out for their second run, but they're not going to have time to actually complete the warm-up lap. They're not going to cross the line before the flag drops. So all these cars coming up to the line here, none of them are going to cross the line in time to start an actual flying lap. So that's our running order. We lose Schumacher, Gasly, Albon, Vettel and Bottas. Perez almost eliminated. He just squeaks through by 0.02 of a second. And this is odd because I don't really know exactly where we stand in terms of actual pace now. Alright, we've got one set of good tyres.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, it's green now.
And now I don't know when to go out. Try and make sure we get some clean air. I could have gone right at the start. Never mind. Alright, let's go out now. Oh, Magnussen has crashed in quali. He has done it. He's done it at every session. Practice 1, practice 2, practice 3, and now qualifying. Bang! God, if he does that in the race, oh, that'll be amazing.
And the team had such high hopes.
That'll be something I've never seen before. Right, so Russell's done a 128.1. We know we can do that time. Potentially we can go faster than that. I've got traffic coming out the pits. God damn it. And normally I would have waited towards the end of the session, but yeah, we've seen that the AI this weekend is just going out really ridiculously late and not even getting in a chance to set a time, so they would just be in the way if we tried to do a run at the end of the session. And now I'm going to have traffic in the way. At least on the early part of Felipe's lap. Out the way. Out the way. That's just messing up my my good tyres. Now Vesti's got to get through. The Vesti should get through these guys a lot more comfortably. But that's definitely hurt Felipe's qualifying. That was going to hurt Freddie a little bit as well. That's not great. A 127.9 from Verstappen. Felipe up to the line. Yeah, he got held up. So 128.3. That's not good. Vesti went over a tenth quicker. Do I have time to get him back out and get him in clean air? I don't know whether to risk a brand new set of tyres or just go out on a set of scrubs, go out on the same tyres and try again, but with a hopefully clean run, because if I get traffic again, I'm just wasting another set of good tyres. At least I'm paying back the Ferrari and the Red Bull.
Pit lane.
Copy.
Yeah, we're going to go back out on the same tyres. See if we can improve. Hopefully we can. Oh, of course, look, the garage is emptying with not enough time to even get round and start the lap. God damn it. Maybe we can get lucky. Right, so far so good. Stay out of the way through 130R. Yeah, it's a little bit fucky. Neither driver improved because of that final sector. God damn it. I hate it when the AI does that, when they just all pile out when they haven't even got enough time to cross the line to start a lap. So annoying.
It's time for the final touches here on the grid ahead of today's race.
Aston Martin performed well during the qualifying session and they're rewarded with a good grid position for the race. Mercedes will be satisfied with their grid positioning here today. Let's hope they can make the most of it when their 5 lights go out. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
But now it's time for the team's cunning to emerge and for the driver's talent to shine. Let's see what's in store for us at the Japanese Grand Prix.
All right. Let's see what the weather's going to look like for the race. It's going to rain for almost all of it. But it looks like it's going to be inters for almost all of it as well. So, we're going to have a very, very short stint on softs where we're just going to go full attack. We're looking at something like that. There's a little threat of a spike of rain around lap 26 and again around about lap 40, 41. We might potentially need to finish the race on full wets. We'll see how that goes. It's going to be a little unpredictable. So we want to stop on lap 5 and lap 30. With the potential for full wets at the end. I'm going to take a lap of fuel out. We're going to go super aggressive at the start. Try and maximise these tyres for the few laps that we'll have them on. We're starting 4th and 5th. There is the grid lineup. Max on pole, Leclerc second, Russell third. We had a real chance to actually qualify ahead of Russell, but we just couldn't get a clean run, which screwed us up. We had the chance to be potentially on the front row. Still, never mind. We are going to have Hamilton all the way at the back in 16th place. That's going to help us out royally. Actually, no, 17th. So that's one less Mercedes to worry about, at least for the beginning of the Grand Prix. Maybe we can claw some points back on them this weekend. Right, let's head to the Grand Prix.
It's a bit of a cloudy day for the race, but the atmosphere as ever is electric. Taking a look at the Aston Martin. Not as close to the front as they might have wished for, but we know the race order can change a lot during those first few corners. There's the second Aston Martin. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. The teams are ready to go. The drivers are warmed up, they're ready to go, here at the Japanese Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
All right. We've gone aggressive on the start, but we've been jumped by Alonso.
Stay cool, man. You've done a good job.
Fighting back though. Good stuff there from Felipe.
Good job.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
And Freddie dives up the inside of Russell. Can Felipe follow him through?
That's it.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
I'm having a go at the back of a couple of cars here. I think we've just overtaken. We've just overtaken Verstappen.
Let's see what happened there. So this was the Aston Martin.
Got that drive with a bit of battery deployment and a slipstream on the back of that Ferrari.
And they get past. Which...
We're not going to get through into turn one against Leclerc, but we have got a chance here to get past Russell. Up the inside. Sticks the move.
Okay, good job.
Someone's had a little run wide by the look of it. See if we can dive up the inside into the hairpin. Not with Freddie, but we can with Felipe. Felipe gets the move done on Verstappen, so we're second and third now. And we're going to go up the inside here, maybe. Switch to the inside for Spoon.
This is good.
Oh, and look at that, just using the slipstream there to just sneak past his teammate. We got Felipe up into second place now, which is probably the right call, given that he is the quicker driver. Let's recharge the battery now.
We just need to charge up.
Copy.
Oh, Felipe's having a go.
So DRS is enabled now.
He's got him. Felipe sweeps into the lead. That's a beautiful move.
Good job.
We are so fast in that first sector. Look at the gap we've already pulled. Half a second just through sector one. With no battery deployment. This is where we're going to get pulled back a little bit, I think.
Rain's still coming.
There's the wet weather warning. This is why I want to try and get these batteries recharged before that weather hits. Yeah, and Leclerc very quick through there. Slipstream and no battery deployment at all from us. Yeah, Leclerc's just going to swoop past us. That's fine. I wasn't expecting us to actually take the lead off him on the last lap as it was, so we can sit behind and charge up.
Let's focus.
Who knows, we might be able to get him on the next lap anyway, on the start-finish straight.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
Back off.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah, copy.
Rain due in 3 minutes, so we're going to be looking to box right at the very end of the next lap. And hopefully we can get a jump on the rest of the field.
Box.
Copy, box.
Okay, box.
Copy, box.
Alright, getting some nice charge in these batteries here. Rain's going to start falling any moment. And there it is. Starting to fall now. So, can we get back to the pits and get in the pits before the rest of the field start boxing? At least in terms of the leaders. I don't know if they're... I think it might be wet enough for them to actually consider getting in by the time we get round to the pits. That would be a shame. Yeah, they're going to box. No, Leclerc stayed out.
Back a bit.
Okay, copy.
Vesti's going to lose out big time here. Oh, come on. Wow, Drogovic lost all those places. And now Vesti gets out. Look at the amount of time spent in the pits. 40 seconds. 47 seconds. 46 and a half. Oh, that's disastrous. Oh, that's ruined our race. Absolutely ruined it. Ooh, we've got a Red Bull lockup. Was that Perez?
Oh, big lock up there. Here's the replay. So let's look at this. There's Sergio Perez. And this, yes, there, that's the lockup. The team are really disappointed with.
Energy's good.
Yeah, copy.
Right, we're going to start closing in on the guys that are still running on slicks very quickly. We're going to gain a few positions back. We're going to gain 7 places back for Felipe, and should do the same for Freddie as well, but it's just so frustrating. Is this because we have a poor pit crew? No, this is just simply because, I mean, 2.5 seconds is a good stop. It's because
You've done a good job.
Player pit crews always get penalised when it comes to being held. It's just the way that they have the mechanics, or the way the game is coded for, lots of cars getting over in each way in the pits. You get held to so there's no unsafe release. It happens to the AI as well, but it always happens more to the player than the AI. So we got held initially because there were cars coming still to make their stop. There was a Haas and I think an Alfa Romeo that went past us that we had to wait for those to go through. For them to pull into their pit box, because their pit box is actually after hours, and then by the time we waited for them, the cars that had come in behind us and pitted at the very front of the pit lane, like the McLarens, the Mercedes, the Ferraris, the Red Bulls, they were coming back out of their pit box and already exiting the pit lane, and we had to wait for them to go through, and then more cars were coming in. It's just a mess. And it always affects the player more than it affects the AI. It's so annoying. Evening, Jim. Evening, GP. I just said hello to myself there. Oh dear. How you doing, GP? So, we're in 6th place. Hamilton's gained superbly. He's up to 7th. Russell's lost out. He's down to 13th. So it didn't just affect us, it affected Russell as well. But I think Russell was one of the drivers who might have stayed out. I'm not sure. But yeah, we definitely got heavily penalised. So let's see if we can find our way through, because we've got more pace than Alonso here.
Use energy.
Copy.
Trying to go up the inside at Spoon.
You can use energy. Use energy. You can use energy.
Copy.
We've got no ERS. No, sorry, DRS to help us. Got to do this on track. There we go. So it's not just affected us. The running order has been shaken up a bit. I mean, Leclerc's down in 8th. He was leading the Grand Prix. So we have actually jumped Leclerc. But that's because he stayed out an extra lap. Alright, we're through. Let's
Aston Martin with a great play
stop
there.
using
They
battery
moved up a
and
place.
see if we've got the natural pace to jump ahead now. Same with Vesti. Okay, so it's 1.4 seconds, 1.5 across the line. Let's see, Vesti is about 1.8 behind Norris. First sector is where we're very good. And you can see we've taken a couple of tenths easily out of Bottas through this first sector. Half a second almost. Yeah, there we go, that's half a second gained in the first sector. And that's because our car is supremely good in the high-speed sweepers. This is where it becomes less good for us. No, we're hanging on. We're keeping pace. That's good.
Energy if you need it.
Yeah, copy.
We might be a little bit too far back to make the move here. Brave trying to make the move into the Degners. But there we go.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
And that's us out of battery, but have we got enough left in the car to get the move done through 130R? No, we don't. So we're going to have to charge up again. Vesti is gradually closing in. And we've lost some ground because we didn't have anything to deploy coming out of the bus stop, the Cassia Triangle. Vesti runs wide, loses some ground.
Oh, they've run wide.
That's not ideal. So we're 4.5 seconds off the back of Norris now. Oh, we've had a spin. That's Magnussen. So it's not quite going into the barrier, but
We just had a spin. We can take a look now.
it is turn
All
11.
eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. That looked like...
He's having an amazing weekend. Fans at turn 11 are loving it. Alright, we're just going to have to tuck in, I think, for a few laps to charge up. We just don't quite have enough battery at the right places. That's okay. We've got time. Alright, let's take a look at Vesti, who is not closing. I mean, Norris is being pulled along at Leclerc's pace. He's in the slipstream. We have pulled away from Albon. Russell's got past him as well. So we were half a second ahead of Albon. We're now 1.5 seconds ahead of Russell, who's half a second ahead of Albon. So we are lapping faster, but as you can see, we're lapping at the same pace, give or take a tenth or two, as Leclerc. And Norris is tucked up in his slipstream, so just not able to close that gap at the moment. Let's get him to spend a little bit of battery and try and push. We have got a yellow flag. Is it someone going wide? It is. Who was it?
Is that a lockup?
Schumacher.
Let's take a look at the replay. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher. It's a lockup, and that could be costly.
It's the wrong Haas in that barrier. Another lockup. It's someone in the barrier at turn 11.
Was that a lockup on the track?
It's Vettel.
Let's take a closer look. Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel. Oh, and there's the lockup. That's the last thing they'll have wanted.
He kept it out of the barrier.
We need to charge here.
Copy.
Alright, that's as close as we can get to Leclerc and Norris at the moment. We have extended the gap to Russell though, so that's kind of good. We are holding people up behind. Let's just close that gap up to Ricciardo a little bit. Someone else making a mistake now.
And a car run wide.
Okay, it's clearly sector 1, not sector 2. All right, Freddie holding steady. Not really gaining, not losing. Just holding position.
Use energy.
Yep, copy.
Alright, we're going to try up the inside into spoon. On the run up to 130R, we've got the inside line, we've got the battery deployment. We should get the move done this time. Side by side, into the triangle. And there we go, around the outside, onto the start-finish straight. We've got the move done. About time.
Good job.
So now we can look at trying to close the gap down a little bit to Sainz and Verstappen.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Norris has now been dropped by Leclerc, so can we start to close that gap to Norris? He is actually lapping a little bit faster than us. Maybe he's still catching a distant slipstream. Alright, so let's see how much of a gap we can open up to Ricciardo through the sweepers. Would like to drop him if we can, not pull him with us. Haven't really got the battery to deploy to guarantee that though. Oh, bestie.
Let's see what happened there. So this was the Aston Martin. A definite collision there. That's very unfortunate.
And we got some minor chassis damage as well. So next time he does that, that's a retirement.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
We just need to charge up.
Yeah, copy.
Right, what kind of pace have we got now that we're in clear air? So 136.3 for the front two. And 136.3 for us. So we are fractionally, and it is fractionally faster than the front two.
So I'm entering the pit now.
Yeah,
So that's encouraging.
So make sure you get your pit limiter as you come in the pit lane.
So yeah, another bad race for Freddie. Drops him down to 19th place. He's got fresh tyres now. Let's see what he can do pace-wise now that he's got that extra grip. Meanwhile, at the front, we are starting to close the gap. It's a tenth of the time, not even that, but we are also just slowly starting to stretch that gap a little bit to Danny Rick. Lock up into the barrier at turn 11 for Vesti. Broke his front wing, so yeah, pit stop and new front wing. He's got minor chassis damage as well. He obviously got impatient about Magnussen not putting it in the barrier and decided to, you know, do that for him. Another lockup. Oh, that's Bottas. Bottas in the barrier now.
Car in the wall.
Yeah, copy.
Let's have a look. Now we see Valtteri Bottas. That crash is terrible news for the team.
Bottas showing some Scandinavian solidarity there with Vesti. And that's Bottas in the pits. So we should hopefully be able to jump Bottas. No. Okay, that's bizarre. He did exactly the same thing that we did. And yet he gets out comfortably ahead of us. We have now dropped Ricardo. Alright, we saved enough battery for now. It's time to start going on the offensive. Not getting through like that. So we'll slap the charge back on again. See, there's no real point in that. Let's just go for the straight overtake here.
Copy.
Oh, and again we're being blocked.
You can use energy.
Here we go, up into the hairpin. Alright, position gains. Schumacher up next.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
So we are potentially going to get our first full wet spike. Don't know how long it's going to last for. Only a couple of laps by the look of it. Let's see, how are we going to react? How is the AI going to react? We are still edging and closer by a few hundredths every lap. Enters all the way. I think it's going to end on full wets, and I think around lap 40 that might be a 5 or 6 lap stint on full wets. This one about to hit us, I think will only be just for a few minutes. So there's two, I don't think this is a potential full wets window, but I think there are two potential full wet windows coming up. The one at the end is a bit more clear cut, I think.
That's it.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
We're not okay on fuel.
Copy.
We are probably going to have to do a little bit of fuel saving. But not much. I mean, we started on minus 1.9. We're about half distance and we saved almost a kilo. So yeah, it's going to be close. We might not need to do any fuel saving. Here comes that first little spike of rain. So we're going to lose some ground, potentially. Depending on how much extra water we get on the track, it might not even... Yeah, it's not even going to hit us. Which now suggests that it is just going to be into us the whole way and that those spikes at the end aren't actually going to be spikes. And that suits me at all. That suits me fine, because when the track is in this kind of condition and the rain doesn't fluctuate too much, it doesn't affect our drivers too badly. And their lack of adaptability does not hurt them.
Copy.
We just need to charge up.
Copy.
So another position gain for Freddie. 2.5 seconds off the back of Bottas now.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a
Gap
race
to the front
position.
two is still around about 5 seconds. We've opened up a gap of 2.5 seconds to Ricciardo now. We're getting ready for a stop onto new Inters.
Push more.
Copy.
Rears are hot.
Yeah, copy.
So if we can up the pace slightly and and keep it up even while we're charging up the battery, that would be excellent. We're going to have to program in another stop for Freddie. We're going to go probably around about there, I think. So let's get Freddie on the
Happy to push.
on the aggression as
Yeah,
well.
copy.
We are starting to lose a little bit of time to the front two, and we are losing a little bit of time to Ricciardo, but that's okay because I'm hoping we're going to undercut them on the pit stop, and this is why I'm trying to get the battery charged now so that we've got a chance to sprint when we come out the pits and maybe get a complete undercut and jump the front two. Which would be awesome if we could pull that off. I'm not overly convinced we can actually do it, but we'll try.
copy.
So we're happy to let these tyres cool a bit.
Copy.
It's getting very dry. It's not going to be dry enough for slicks, but it's conditions that are now less favourable for us. There we go, got some more water coming, that's what we need.
Okay, energy's good.
Copy.
So we've lost about a second and a bit to Ricardo, and we've lost about 2 seconds to the front runners. But we have now got our battery charged. Might box at the end of this lap, might go one more lap. Oh, Leclerc's boxing already. Okay, so if I'm gonna, if I was gonna undercut, that chance is rapidly dwindling. So we're gonna need to go ahead and do that now. I think, unless Leclerc's bizarrely gone for slicks, that would be incredible if he has. Nope, he's gone for fresh inters. Okay, so the rest of the field's probably going to start boxing for fresh inters as well. So let's go ahead and box this lap.
Box, box.
Yeah, copy box. Pit lane.
Copy.
Right, Alonso boxes as well. And that's the Ferrari mechanics coming out, so that's going to be for sights at the end of this lap. I didn't see if the Red Bull mechanics came out as well. I don't think so. I see McLaren mechanics.
Energy if you need it.
Yeah, copy.
So this is the lap we really have to push.
Tyres down now.
Okay, copy.
Easy as you like. There we go. Straight around Gasly. Science
Keep doing what
boxes,
you're
but
doing.
Verstappen is staying out.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Still no sign of Mercedes or Red Bull mechanics. Okay, we have closed in on the Ferrari a little bit.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yes.
Use energy if you need.
Okay.
And there goes Norris into the pits.
That's it.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
And Vesti moves up another place. Okay. So we're lapping 2 seconds a lap faster than Verstappen right now, which is excellent. This is our chance to undercut Verstappen. And Hamilton. And Russell. Well, Russell we're already ahead of. And Hamilton as well. But it's our chance to, you know, really stretch our gap to those two. Now, I do think we are lapping faster than Sainz right now as well. Yeah, a couple of tenths a lap faster than Sainz too. So Verstappen's going to give up track position, but he's going to have a lot more grip in the closing stages of the Grand Prix. Having to really switch it up with Vesti and go very aggressive on the next 2 sets of tyres, this one and the next one, just to get the pace back up. theoretically it will pay off. You can see we're lapping 2.5 seconds faster than some of the cars in front of us. Alonso and Perez, not quite 2.5 seconds. Norris is just boxed, so his times are going to start picking up. Not going to box in the window for Vesti. We're going to extend by another 3 laps, maybe. Try and get closer to lap 40. Lap 38, maybe. Maybe lap 39. And now Sainz has got caught up behind the 2 Mercedes, who are lapping slow in comparison to us. So that's going to arrest his progress a bit, and we're going to start really closing that gap to him. So this is our chance to save a little bit of tyre and charge the battery a little bit. See if this will help us out in the long run. We're going to need the battery to overtake Sainz. And we're probably going to need the extra little bit of grip to fend off Verstappen when he boxes. Both of the Mercedes are staying out. That's excellent news. And even driving like this, we still gained half a second. Vesti's absolutely flying right now, a 1:35.4 on that last lap, although I think he did use a squirt of battery. Mr. Water, are you calling him the Professional Footballers Association there?
Energy's good.
Copy.
You can use energy. Use energy. You can use energy.
Yeah, copy.
Alright, that's Perez. And that's Albon. Beautiful. 2 places gained in in a corner.
Aston
And
Martin
Verstappen
with a great
finally
play there.
pits.
They've moved up a place.
Which means the Mercedes aren't far behind. There is
Not
Verstappen.
okay on fuel.
Copy.
So we're in the picture for the victory now. Getting close to boxing for Vesti here. He's going to be rapid in the closing stages of the race.
Yeah, copy.
Use energy.
Okay, copy.
Let's see if we can catch sights unawares here. It's Hamilton boxes. We kind of got screwed up a little bit there. Got to get the move on Russell here. There we go. And the move is complete. Let's see if we can get straight onto the back of sights.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
And a brand new set of inters on the way for Freddie.
Okay, box.
Copy, box.
Gonna dive up the inside into the first turn. Oh, close. But there we go, we're in the lead. Perez boxed on that lap, and so did Kevin as well. Magnussen still has 14 laps to throw it in the wall. But we got out ahead of Perez, which is important. That's a car that could definitely mess things up a little bit for us. Russell doing a fantastic job holding up Verstappen for us here. This is giving us a chance to cool those tyres down again and try and get a bit more battery in the car. Yeah, I can get away with it, Farah. I'm not the jinx. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Someone's locked up. It's a safety car. Oh, damn it. That came a lap too... Don't tell me Kevin... Don't tell me Kevin threw it in the barrier.
Sounds like a few cars have crashed. Here's the replay. Now let's have a look. It's Lance Stroll. Goodness me, that is a
Oh, that's a big
collision.
crash.
Safety
It happened
car.
right in front of Kevin. So it wasn't him.
No DRS.
But that came a lap too late for us as far as Vesti goes. We might jump a couple of cars here. We might get Albon and Bottas. Yes, we
take it
have.
easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, next question now is, do I box Freddie for some brand new tyres? Not Freddie, sorry, Felipe. I'd be losing track position. But I'd be gaining a lot of grip. Bottas has gone full wets. I'm staying out. I think as long as we're careful, we should be able to manage these tyres quite comfortably to the end. Verstappen's going to be a nuisance, but we should hopefully be able to keep him back if we've got Sainz as a buffer. We haven't got to worry about fuel saving anymore. We're going to get our batteries recharged. We're going to have a couple of cars at least unlapping themselves. Maybe just Zhou, actually. Yeah, because Stroll's out. So just one car to unlap himself. That's Zhou, who's right in front of us. It's such a shame that I didn't go that extra lap with Vesti. Could really have capitalised on that safety car with him and jumped him up another couple of places. We could certainly have got out ahead of Ocon, possibly Gasly. Probably not. Probably just Ocon. But we'll be right behind them and with much better tyres as well. And again, fuel issues taken care of. And battery recharged.
We've got loads of energy.
Copy.
Gotta love this game, always something happening. Yes. That is the magic of Formula One. But once again, a stellar recovery drive from Felipe to get himself where he is. Back into the lead of the Grand Prix before the safety car, and Sainz and Verstappen had already boxed as well, so this hasn't affected, you know, the Grand Prix in terms of the top three positions. So we're here on merit. We haven't lucked out through a safety car here. We got here back here on merit, and the safety car is now going to help us, you know, prolong these tyres, get some fuel saved, get the battery recharged. So it will help us out a little bit. But after the disaster,
Safety car will be in this lap.
the first pit stop,
Yeah, copy.
where we dropped so many places, yeah, this has been a godsend.
So we just need to push now.
Copy.
So use energy.
Copy.
So there is no overtaking until the control line, and there'll be 2 laps with no DRS.
There'll be a lot more than 2 laps with no DRS.
No saving required.
Yeah, copy.
And another chance for Freddie of Aston to show his qualities. Can we go around the outside of Spoon? No, is the answer. Well, we did go around the outside, just a bit too far around the outside. That's just my own fault for trying that move. I can't blame Freddie for that one,
Okay, copy.
as much as I'd like to. We've had fractionally better pace than both Sainz and Verstappen throughout the Grand Prix. Which is why I'm confident that we can keep Sainz and Verstappen behind us. Well, I'm confident I can keep Sainz behind me. Less confident about Verstappen with that extra grip that he's got. Which is why I'm glad that Sainz is there as a buffer. Well, we've got a lot of hard work to do with Freddie again, and not that many laps left to do it. And right now, Mercedes are only scoring a single point. Hamilton in 8th, Russell behind him in 9th, not in the points now. So can Felipe bring it home? Can we get Freddie to climb back up? And maybe, if we're really lucky, get in front of the Mercedes. That would be nice. I feel confident enough to just focus on Freddie right now and leave Felipe to his own devices at the front. We have still got that threat of maybe full wet weather conditions in the closing stages, which would be a disaster for us because our pace would really drop off. I'm really hoping that's not going to be the case. We've got a spin. Okay, that's Ocon out the way.
single yellow.
Copy.
One less car to worry about. And crucially, it was not a car in the top 8, so it does not give Mercedes an extra position.
Use energy if you need it, use energy.
Copy.
You went AFK for a few minutes and Vesti goes off again. Stop going AFK! These things only happen when you bugger off. We're not close enough to have a lunge. Felipe just eking out an extra couple of tenths here. He's going to leave Sainz a little bit more vulnerable to Verstappen. And if it does get very wet in the next couple of laps, which it is threatening to do, then that is going to leave us very vulnerable.
You can use energy.
Copy.
There we go, got a much better exit this time. Still going to be tricky because he's got that slipstream. This is annoying. Cars we're battling against have also got fresh tyres, and because they haven't pushed them, they're in better shape than ours. Sainz doing me a favour. Yep. He's doing what he needs to do. He's trying to hold on for the podium. Trying to stay in contention for the win. There goes the battery. I don't think we're going to get Freddie to be able to move up.
Drop back a bit.
I just don't have enough grip to overcome the slipstream. Don't have enough pace. Annoying as that is. So Freddie's going to stay 14th unless something dramatic happens. So all our eggs are in the Felipe basket.
Yeah, copy.
We've been here before, and it's not gone well recently. But that big spike in water has not come.
All okay on fuel, so you can do what you want for speed.
Copy.
Four laps to go.
Bottas is still on those full wets. I could push with Felipe just to open that gap up a little bit more, but I really don't want to do that. One, I don't want to risk, causing a lockup or a run wide and throwing away the position that way. Two, I kind of want to keep Sainz in my slipstream to help him defend against Verstappen. Verstappen has got more tyre grip. We can help Sainz hold second and keep Verstappen behind. That makes things easier for us.
Be 3 to go.
So disappointing that we haven't been able to do anything more with Freddie. He was amazing in the first half of this season, and he's really gone to pot this second half of the season. Mistakes in every single race.
So use energy if you need it.
Copy.
2 to go.
Okay.
Come on, do something. Still not close enough.
We just need to charge up.
Copy.
Okay, suggest lift and coast.
Okay, copy.
Use energy if you need.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, come on. Where's the braking on under... First half of the race, he was so good braking there, up the inside. He's not even trying anymore. Alright, there we go. We got Magnussen.
Copy.
It's better than nothing. It's got a run on Perez.
We need to charge here.
Copy.
Dive up the inside.
Aston Martin with a great
No.
play there.
Battery's
They've moved
empty
up a
again.
place.
Oh, got Bottas in front. Don't get in the way. Valtteri. Thank you.
You can use energy. Use energy. You can use energy.
Copy.
Oh, great. Bottas gets in the way and we lose the place to Magnussen. Ah!
So back off.
Copy.
God damn it.
So let's check a
We
flag.
got the win. We got the win though. Drugovich does hold on. A
Check
disappointing race for Vesti. I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference finishing 13th, 14th or 12th, you know. Unfortunately, I missed it somehow. I think it might have been Norris, I don't know. Somebody at the front, I think it was Norris, dropped some positions. So Hamilton and Russell both gain a place. Ugh. It's an extra 2 points for Mercedes. That's not so good. But we do get the win. It's been a long time since we had a win. It's been a long time since we had a race that didn't end with complete
What an
disappointment.
incredible outcome for Aston Martin's driver. Today, Aston Martin demonstrated that they can go very far indeed.
Yeah, this was a really clever bit of strategy, and it's great to see that pay off. I can't wait to find out what they show us next time.
And after this result, the team is fourth in the constructor standings.
Coming up next, we'll be crossing the pond all the way to Texas for the twists and turns of the United States Grand Prix.
So there we go. More pace than I was expecting in the car, at least for Felipe this weekend. He was just about on, you know, the fastest driver over the weekend. You know, it was nip and tuck with Leclerc. Could have been a different story if Leclerc hadn't done that extra lap when the rain first started falling. Could have been a very different story if neither of our drivers had been held up massively in the pits as well in that first round of pit stops, where we lost a dozen positions. But a good strong drive from Felipe. Gets his second win of the season, and it's a thoroughly deserved win. Another crap race for Freddie though. That's so many bad races in a row for him now. It's what, six bad races we've had in a row. This is the first really strong result we've had in 6 races. As a result, it does move Felipe up to 5th in the Drivers' Championship. He jumps both of the Mercedes drivers and now leads Hamilton by a point, Russell by 2 points. Freddie drops 2 places, unfortunately. Max extends that gap over Perez again, so what was looking like it was going to be a very close fight between the 2 Red Bull drivers for the title has stretched again. The gap now at 12 points, which is just over a win. In the Constructors' Championship, Ferrari do continue to try and hunt down Red Bull. I don't think they've got enough time left to do anything about it, but they do stretch that gap as well over Mercedes, and we gain another 7 points. So having got really close to Mercedes within just a couple of points and then losing a lot of ground in a series of really annoying, unfortunate results, we have closed that gap back up again to just 7 points. That's good to see. So we are still in the hunt for 3rd. We outscored Alpine as well, who were starting to snip around the back of us. So to extend that gap to 16 gives us a bit of breathing room there as well. McLaren pick up some more points, and once again it's been a disappointing second half of the season for Alfa Romeo, AlphaTauri and Haas. A little disappointed as well with Haas that Kevin Magnussen didn't put it in the wall in the race, because he did it in P1, P2, P3 and qualifying, and then spun that corner in the race, but he didn't put it in the wall. So we almost got the Grand Slam, but not quite. So an impressive race on paper for Freddie. He got 11 overtakes, 3 defences, 14 failed overtakes, 2 failed defences. Some decent points earned for him. An exceptional race though for Felipe. 12 overtakes, 3 defences, 10 failed overtakes, 1 failed defence, and the win. We achieved all of our sponsor objectives for the first time in a while, which is nice. We actually finished with both our cars for the first time in this week, I think, which was quite nice. So let's go ahead and add another reaction point onto Felipe. How far till Freddie gets his next points? A while, not till the next Grand Prix. But he's getting there slowly. Just needs to sort that consistency out. That's the inbox dealt with. We are 11 days out from the next Grand Prix, and we are going to have new side pods, the final part of the car for this season. I just can't put any more into this car. It's just not going to work. So let's spend a point for Andrew Green. He's not really going to be here to do anything else this season apart from contribute to the final research projects. Let's boost the rear wing. We're replacing him with Matt Harmon at the end of the season. Our wing adjustment is improving bit by bit. We can try and get these on a kind of a levelish kind of balance. That would really help us going forward. Anything about to break? The wind tunnel and the suspension simulator. Can't upgrade those until next season because of the challenge mode rules. Nothing to worry about in there. Boardroom is going to need a refurb soon. Weather Center is going through its final upgrade. Still a month to go on that, so we aren't probably... Well, we might get that for the last race of the season. I don't think we will. Hospitality area, yeah, that's not happening until next season. We will have a fully maxed memorabilia room in just a few days, though. And there it is. We are good on parts. So let's go ahead and emergency manufacture these new side pods. We've really been struggling in terms of straight line speed recently. We're on car 2. There you can see we dropped to 15th. This is going to give us a nice little boost. Our low speed cornering's taken a bit of a hit as well. So some more upgrades brought to the rest of the grid. And there are some low speed corners at this next circuit that are going to be quite important, so that could make things very interesting. Let's install these new side pods. There we go, last upgrade for the season. Let's get a new research project done. Have we got hours now? 3 days. Okay, so we've got to wait till the Grand Prix is done before we start that new research project, and then we'll do a big funky new rear wing for next season. So we have a dry race at COTA to look forward to. That's good, because it's very rare we get a wet race where the rain stays at a consistently good level for us. You know, normally it fluctuates a lot, and drivers' low adaptability means they have these periods where they just plummet off the face of the earth when it comes to pace. I'm so glad we didn't have that at Suzuka. There's no way we would have won if that rain had been inconsistent and kept getting light and heavy and light and heavy. There's no way we'd have been able to stay in the hunt for the win. Right, I think that's it. I think that's all we can get done tonight. So, tomorrow we're back with Williams for our next last to first race, and that is back here at Suzuka again, I think. So that's tomorrow night's stream, getting towards the very, very end of our Williams career now. And then Monday will be COTA with Williams. And then we'll be back for COTA with Aston Martin on Tuesday. So until then, have a good weekend. Enjoy the Baku Grand Prix. Let me know what you think of it on Monday. And until then, thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll see you again with some more F1 Manager very soon.